Guys, it's Christina with Redefine Creative, and I am back with my next layout using my August kit. And this is a series that I am working on with Hannah, Megan, and Felicia, where we each start building a stash kit with a common inspiration piece and a recipe of items. And then we each build a unique kit and then show you guys the layouts that we create throughout the month. And so this is the August kit. There's a link down below if you want to see the contents of the kit or any of the other layouts that I make using this kit as well. And today I'm going to be working with these 3 4x4 photos, and these are from a trip that just my older son and I took when we went to Washington, D.C. So each of my kids gets to pick an individual mom and me trip every couple years where I go with just that kid to do a trip that's completely tailored toward them. And so this trip was not the summer that's ending right now, but the summer before. And my son wanted to go to Washington, D.C. And so all of these pictures are pictures of him with the Washington Monument or at the Washington Monument. And this was super important to him. This was the first monument that we saw while we were there on the trip. And it was one that really made a big impact on him. I think just because of the size and the importance and everything about it. He loved everything about Washington, D.C. So I have taken those 3 4x4 pictures and I have placed them in like a 4x4 or a 2x2 grid. And so I have 3 photos and then I'm going to use 1 box down. You see me putting down right there for journaling. And I just mounted them on white and black cardstock. And then I'm going to use a piece of black cardstock for my background, and I've pulled out some of that Tim Holtz tissue paper that has this kind of travel type theme. And I purposely cut the piece so that those numbers on the left would line up and run along the edge of my photo. So I did have to kind of pull the roll out a little bit and measure out exactly where I wanted to cut it so that I could strategically have those numbers placed on there. And I go ahead and attach this, and then I end up actually pulling it back up because I decided to add some gold details to different areas of this layout, and you'll see that here in a second. But this is going to form the foundation for this layout. And I love that the tissue paper on the black kind of gives it a gray tint because it really matches the monuments in the background of my pictures. And then I went ahead on my computer and printed out the word explore. And there you saw I took my my paper piercer. Yeah, my paper piercer. Sorry, guys. And went around the edges of that word because I am going to stitch it. And then I decided to go back, and you saw me pull off that middle piece. And I pulled out this scripted art screen from Heidi Swap. And I'm using some of her gold metallic art screen medium, and I'm just pulling that through. So they're really super simple to use. And this just adds some gold detail because I am going to use some thread down in the bottom when I do the word explore. That's going to add that gold detailing. I also have the letters in my kit, which are black and gold, and I knew I wanted to use those somewhere on this layout. So adding this little bit of mixed media gold in the background really kind of adds a pop of color. It's hard to see in the video, but it does add a lot to the layout itself. And then I grabbed some more of those tags from Teresa Collins, or these little labels. And I'm going to have one gold-edged one up there at the top and then one on the bottom right. And I pulled out a different roller stamp than the one that I had included in the kit, and this is the one from Kate Spade. And so the one on the top is going to say, be an elegant thinker. And then the one on the side says, escape the ordinary. And so those are the 2 phrases that I'm going to kind of use there. And I just tucked them underneath that mat for my photos so that you see just the phrases and a little bit of the gold detailing, and that's it. And then you see down on the bottom, while I was off screen, I did my stitching on that word explore. And then I went ahead and pulled some pieces from the chipboard sheet from Crepe Paper Journey. So I'm putting those arrows down at the bottom, and then I have that take the scenic route that's going to go right in the middle to join my 4 boxes together. And then I took a lot of time trying to decide exactly what I want my title to be on this block. So DC was too short, and then Washington was too long, and I couldn't decide. So I ended up going with the words grow and learn in those opposite corners. And then I just typed up my journaling on the computer and added it in that last box. So it's a real classy look to go with Washington, D.C. I think that the layout itself went perfectly with the pictures, and I really hope you enjoyed this layout and that you will check out the layouts that Hannah, Felicia, and Megan also created with their kits this week, and the link for those are down below. And we'll see you again soon. Bye!